Hey guys, so I just jumped on here because you ain't seen my face in a minute and I ain't put a video up. So trying to do this consistency thing. Um, so here's an update. Um, so um, recently me and my husband have decided to try to focus on back on our business because, like I said, our business took a back burner um, to a lot of things. And yeah, I'm talking like our business has tanked. Okay, it has it. I fought so hard to get my eBay back. I got that back. Um, and then I don't even post on it. Like I don't even list sales anymore. My Amazon is now I'm in the hole for my business. As far as my Amazon. And we started a whole um, soap line, and I bought the supplies, and I don't even know where it is now. Like the I bought the supplies and everything, and I don't even know where it is now. So I have to buy the supplies again. Um, but yeah, so we decided we was gonna focus on our business because me and my husband, we like being entrepreneurs. Um, we loved it. We had a great time being entrepreneurs, and we we just love owning our own business. We like the customer interactions. Like we had customers call us, email us, ask us questions about products we sold, and it didn't even have to be our products. Like on Amazon and eBay, we have people make special requests about um, their products, like if they wanted it a certain time, if they wanted it wrapped up, if they wanted to know does it do this, does it do that, and I mean we just loved it. I mean this could be at 2, 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. I'm checking my phone, checking my emails, making sure that none of my customers have any questions. Um, like it was we loved it, and like it wasn't just me, my husband as well. He'd be like, "Hey, I checked your phone. Um, one of the customers had this question, so I went ahead and answered it." We loved it. Oh, by the way, something sold, and they need it out by tomorrow, so I went ahead and packed it up. We loved what we do, and my husband really enjoyed. Um, he really enjoyed being his own boss. Like he loved that. He didn't have to answer to people. He didn't have to ask them what to do, when to do it. Um, he didn't have anybody, nitpicking at what he did. If he did something a certain way, he loved that. He also really enjoyed his food business, which he wants to get back into, and which I really would love him to get back into because once you see somebody really inspired to do what they want to do, and you see that flame and that spark in their eye, it's something that never leaves you. And when my husband started selling his food, selling wings, and um, he just started off small wings, french fries, and I think he did. hot dogs. He did sausages. When he started out really tiny like that, it just it didn't matter what time it was. We ended it at 10 o'clock, but people still came. But it didn't matter what time it was. Like if they did knock on the door at 10:30, he would sometimes get up because he just loved what he did, and he'd be like, you know what? Okay, I get you some wings. Come back in like 15 minutes. I get them, but I close at 10 o'clock. So he just loved what he did, and he really showed that. That was his spark. That was his, his passion. So it was amazing to me to see that from my husband, because all the jobs he went on, he never really had that. I can't say it's a drive or ambition because my husband's always been ambitious, but he's never had that passion about something. So he really wants to get back to that, and I really want him to get back to that. Now, as far as me, I'm an Amazon, eBay, sales type person. So when we came out with the soap line, he was like, "Baby, you gonna take off with the soap line because you gonna be so into answering questions." And I wanted to do all natural soap because I'm a type of person, I can't have everything on my skin. Like my skin is so sensitive. I can't wear perfume too much or I start breaking out. And it could be something that I'm not allergic to. But it's just my skin is so sensitive that I can't do that every day. So I wanted to start my own all natural, you know, soap line for girls who like to smell good, but their skin is just sensitive. And even the all natural products these days are like, oh, we got a little bit of this in it, we got a little bit of that in it. And I've tried a lot of all natural products and they still break me out. If I use them too much, it'll break me out. So I was like, I gotta make my own line. Like, I wanna make my own line where it's really all natural, where it's always the same products, ingredients, and I wanna make my own line. So my husband's like, okay, we're gonna start this. And we started it, and we had our first couple batches were fun. They were a disaster, of course, because I wanted to use all natural preservatives. So instead of using uh, like the chemical preservatives that you need, I wanted to use like citric acid or something natural. But I found out that there's a certain way that you gotta use citric acid because it can really degrade the soap faster. So we had fun with it. I did get a couple batches right. I did. It was literally a couple. It was like 2 or 3 bars. But once I get it perfected, I said I don't need, because I gave a couple out to my friends and they were like, "Wow, this soap is really good." It like I had put some mica. That's why I said all my stuff, all my ingredients will be all natural. I put mica as the color. Um, and my friend was like, when I put it on, it made me shimmer. Like it was, and she was of the lighter complexion, so she was like, it gave me this glow that she was like, girl, when you get that perfected, because it was just, we had used regular soap. It was it was all natural regular soap base, but it did not hold the, like I wanted it to be like body butter whip soap. I wanted it to be like that, and it didn't hold the shape or nothing. So it was fun. I'm still gonna make that one because everybody liked it. I just want to perfect the mica, and I want to perfect the citric acid because I don't want nobody to get, mold or anything like that. So I want to perfect it. I want to make sure I research, find out what natural preservatives I can use and what I can't. Because, like I said, I don't want anybody to, because I wouldn't want to get molds and stuff like that in my stuff, and I just paid for it and I gotta throw it away. And then on top of that, you using that and bacteria. No, but I do want to use all natural. So I'm gonna research it. I'm gonna figure it out. If anybody knows like what you can use to preserve your soap naturally, please put it in the comments because I don't know. But I'm trying to do the citric acid, but I heard you gotta do it with something else, and I'm trying to find something all natural to do it. So I'm gonna research it. I'm gonna figure it out. Like I said, I did perfect 2 bars and a couple of jars of the whip soap. I just didn't like the fact that we used regular soap base and it lost its shape. So I'm gonna try to get the whipped soap base and then do it again. Also, I want to make sure that it has the preservatives that I need as well. So, yeah. But yeah, we had fun with those. And so we're trying to get back to that because he's like, he cannot focus on a business and focus on, a regular 9 to 5, doing that. So he wants to focus on his business. He wants to get his business back to the way it was. So we're excited. And um, as far as the Amazon, we want to start sourcing again. The eBay, we want to start putting up, products on there. And then with the Amazon, we want to try. So once I get it perfected, once I research, we want to try to put the soap up there and try it up there because it's a platform that's already known. You know, um, also Amazon, you don't really have to do much marketing. So we definitely want to do that because the first time we did Etsy, like I said, we hadn't perfected it. So as soon as we put it up, we took it back down because we seen that the bars started degrading. So it was like it wasn't good, so we took it right down. But we want to try to put it up on Amazon because also with Etsy, we noticed that we put it up there for like it was like 2 weeks. That's how long it took for it to degrade on top of that. So we definitely want to perfect it. But it was like 2 weeks and we hadn't got one sale, not one view on the page. So we definitely want to go with Amazon or maybe TikTok Shop. So we're talking about some also new channels. So my kids like the fact that I could read to them. I know it sounds crazy, but it's not just read books a certain way. So we I have a passion for reading to children's books, and I feel like if you're gonna read a children's book, you should read it the way you would be excited if someone read it. So that's a passion of mine. So we're gonna go ahead and do a channel with that, and then we're gonna do Jackson reacts because I miss my reactions. So we're gonna do a Jackson reaction. Well, reactions with the Jacksons. I don't know if I'm gonna call it that. I'm still debating on the name, but if y'all got a name, let me know in the comments because I'm trying to think of a name like Miss Reaction with Miss Jackson. I don't know. Reaction Jackson. No. I don't know. But we're fondling with the name. So but we're definitely gonna make a reaction channel. We're gonna make a children's book channel where I read um to the children on the channel. It's gonna be strictly for that. So it's not gonna be any I'm teaching you ABCs. It's just gonna be a channel where I read children's books. You might see my children, most of the time you probably will see my children around, in the background. I'll show you them and we'll read the book together, you know, to your children or to some children. Um, so I don't even know what the name of that channel is gonna be, but my husband was like, "You should really start a channel because I get really passionate." I have him sometimes looking like, "What's this book about?" So I get really passionate about reading children's books to my children, and today I had to read um, "The Bad Seed" 2 times to my daughter. And then so as soon as my littlest um not my littlest but my second to littlest boy seeing that I had read that book so well, he wanted me to read Bluey, um of course, to him. So that was very interesting. I had a lot of fun reading books to them, but they just love it. And I don't really put nothing special, but my husband's like, you should definitely, you should definitely read books. So I'm thinking about doing that as a channel. Well, not thinking about, but I'm gonna start that as a channel. And yeah, I'm gonna start the reaction channel again because it's a lot of stuff out here. So, and I miss my reactions. Like I said, I miss uh reacting to certain things on YouTube. Like, I have a lot of people that I watch and a lot of people that inspire me. And if y'all know anything from my previous reaction channels, y'all know it upsets me when I start seeing trends from the people that is supposed to inspire and influence, but instead they're following bad trends. So it really upsets me, because you're supposed to influence me. You're not supposed to show me, well, this is how you get viral on YouTube, by following trends. Anyway, we're not going to go into that. But yeah. So I'm going to save that for the reaction channel. But I always wanted this channel to be my vlog channel, to be my journey channel. So yeah, so I'm gonna make a new channel and I'm gonna start doing reactions over there. Like I said, I will pin it once I figure out the name. I will pin it in the comments, but I don't know what it's gonna be called. I don't know what the name is going to be just yet. If y'all have a name, please leave it down. Something Miss Jackson reacts. I don't know. But once I have a name figured out, I will pin it. I mean, as far as everything else, like I said, with the house, we're trying to do something different. We're just taking a breather from everything because it was causing us a lot of anguish in our house. As as far as us, not in this house, but as far as me and him, being a unit, and we just decided we're not gonna allow that to interfere with our marriage because it's not worth that. So, um, the update on the house is no, we still haven't progressed any, um, because of his job was also hindering that because he was constantly working and getting off, and then you get tired, you fix food, you get ready for the next day, and you go to bed. So, and then on the weekend, he wants to relax. He don't really want to go and jump into housework or go and he got to do something else for the kids or he got to do something for the car. Like he just changed the tires on the car. And, so picture him. And who said, why is tires $30 now to change? Can somebody, why is it $30 to change a tire? What, what in God's green earth? I went to Walmart. I'm like, ooh, Walmart does tire changing for like $10. Shoot, I get to Walmart, they're like, no ma'am. If the tire ain't ours, it's $28. What? Okay, so then we go up the street to the tire shop, to see if the tire shop would be like, oh, it's $20, it's $15. Tire shop $30. So we go to Sam's Club, because I got a Sam's Club Plus membership. Yes, I do. And so we go to Sam's Club, and Sam's Club's like, if it's not our tire, we ain't touching it. I'm like, since when do tires cost $30 to put on? Like, that's a whole nother tire. If I do 4 tires, that's a whole nother damn tire. It's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous, and I don't understand it myself. But anyway, so we spent the whole weekend running around trying to do that, and my husband just like, forget it. I can do it myself for $30. It's gonna take me a little while because he got the manual tire changing kit. He wants to get an automatic one, so that's our next goal. But he's like, I do it myself. $30 just to put on a tire. That's half the cost of my tire. Cause my tire is only like $60 or $70 in Walmart. So that's half the price of the damn tire. I might as well just buy the damn tire. But then y'all gonna charge me an extra $10 then because if you get it done with them, it's $10 or $20 depending on where you go. I tell you, it just don't make no sense. I remember when it was free. When you bought the tire from them, it was free for them to put it on, balance the tires. Now, if you wanted alignment, I think it was like $40 or $50. Now, shoot, alignment costs $100 to $150 depending on where you go. Where are these people getting these prices from? I think I'm gonna just charge $50, just to put on the tire. I don't know. We'll figure it out as we go. Like, okay, cause really they have a machine, so they ain't really doing the work. They got a machine that takes the tire off the rim, lift the rim up, drop the rim down, put the tire on the rim. Then they stick the thing, boop 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 boop. That's it. And they charging $30 for that. Now I see if you doing what my husband doing, but you gotta take the manual thing, you gotta push it up, and get the rim off of there. Then take the thing and push it up, and put the rim back on there. That costs 30 or 40 or $50. I just don't know where these people get these prices from. If we keep going like this, we ain't gonna be able to afford to ride down the street no more. People just gonna be walking and taking the horses. Okay, we gonna be back to It might be cheaper to get to get shoes on horses than it is to get tires on cars. This is ridiculous. Okay. I don't know what you on, but no. Anywho, um yeah, so that was crazy. I was like $30 for real though. So we spent all day doing that. Then my husband finally decided he's gonna do it himself. By the time we finished running around trying to figure out who can put the tire on, shoot, it was 6 to 7 o'clock on a Saturday. So then he waits till Sunday. Sunday it rained, so he's not fighting any tires nowhere at all. So he was like, well, now it's Monday. That's when he decided. He was like, I can't do this. How can I do this? Because it's Monday now and I have to go back to work, but I don't have an adequate tire and it can pop any day. I don't think I should be riding it. Then he got his other vehicle, his truck, but he's trying to figure out what's going on with that because they done basically tested everything, the starter, the alternator, the battery, and it's just acting up. So he don't know what's going on with that. So he was like, you know what? I'm gonna just make the executive decision to focus on the house, my business, get my business back. Because when he had his business, well, when we had our business, and he had his business, his food business, because no, I did not participate, but I did eat the food. When he had his business, he just, whenever he wanted to make the food or whenever he had to take off, he was able to work on the car. Then, like an hour or two later, the boys would line up, and yes, I mean young boys, like who was in high school and junior high and adult boys that are 19 and 20. They would line up to the house and they'll all tell him, hey man, you gonna make some wings or can I get a sausage? So when he decided to do that, it was just, that's what it was. He take off, do a little bit of work on the car, do a little bit of work on his business. He didn't have no problem. But anyways, I've been on here for 30 whole minutes. And I done tell y'all everything in the sun, in the moon, in the stars about what we plan on doing. So I see y'all in the next one. Bye.